What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Tonight we have with us Girl Thulu, an amazing Twitch streamer. She does a bunch of horror-themed type stuff. She also does like 7 Days to Die. It's really fun. Her chat is always open and accepting and just awesome people. Make sure to go check her out. But tonight, we're going to talk about something else. Everybody, welcome to Let's Play Death Ray. I'm David.
I'm Drake. I'm Kyle.
And we have with us the amazing Girl Thulu. Will you want to go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you?
Hey, twitch.tv/girlthulu_. I was not cool enough to get the original username, and I refuse to compromise on another one, so...
Fair enough.
That's me on every platform, but literally all of them. Reddit, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitch. I have them all.
Wait, are you really on LinkedIn?
I am.
Okay. I keep seeing more and more people say that. So
Why not?
yeah, I mean, hey, look, it's the social media, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, speaking of social media, I don't want to dive too deep into it, but we will start off talking a little bit about something based in content creation, which we normally kind of move away from. But because you organized it, we had Moses on to talk about it a little bit, but we wanted to talk about the event that you hosted recently, the Women's Week in Gaming. If you don't mind kind of educating everyone on that again, on what it is, and if you plan to do that again in the future.
I do. So I hosted Women's Week in Gaming. It was after the allegations came to light with the Blizzard Activision fiasco, which is still ongoing and still just as awful as it was when it happened. But I wanted to take an opportunity to show people that women are very prevalent in game development, just in the gaming space in general. People still think it's a taboo that we play video games. They're like, no, I've been doing this since the 90s and people before that. So I wanted to do something fun and just play games that were made by women. And a lot of those, like, people had no idea. Left 4 Dead was made by a woman. BioShock had women on the lead development. Like Dragon Age, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like the list goes on. There's so many. So it was just a fun week-long thing. People come together to kind of bring the gaming community back together. People were confused with what to do with their content because they could no longer, in good conscience, stream World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, things like that. So they wanted to make a change. So it was an opportunity for people to find new games while also connecting and trying to find something positive in frankly, a shitty situation.
Right.
So that's basically the general idea. For the podcast, I reached out to a bunch of game developers. Most of them did not reach back out, but I did. Next year, I do have Donna Bailey, who's going to be coming onto the podcast, who is one of the original women in game development, first woman to work at Atari, and she created Centipede, the arcade game. So she's going to be talking with us next year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's
crazy.
Yeah, and that answers my next question, because I wanted to make sure, like, I know you said you were planning on doing it, but I didn't know if...
It's definitely going to be a yearly thing, and I do have... I do have, like, the original people that were helping me organize the event, and then also Moses French Toast kind of stepped up and helped me mod the Discord and all of that, and he did such a good job that he's also going to be joining me as an organizer for next year. So thanks so much, Moses French Toast. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, Moses is a cool dude.
Oh yeah.
We've been fortunate to get to know him, not only from having him on the podcast, but I hang out in Anime Daddy's Discord way too much.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, well, we all do.
It's true. But okay, that's awesome, and yeah, we want to be a part of that next year when you guys are doing that, because it's an amazing thing to see, and the list of games, like, I've always known that women are prevalent, and like I've known a lot of different games were designed by women or like had artists. The stuff Jake has mentioned and things like that in the past, but the list still astounded even me. Like, the amount of games surprised me.
I had no idea, honestly. I just thought it would be fun to find like a research project, and then I was sitting there thinking the list was going to be really short, but it just kept growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind. Like, holy shit! Like, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Half the population at least, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, half the population. I don't know why I was surprised, but I was.
No, I get it though. I mean, it's kind of like with the day off Twitch stuff and everything that has been posted after that. Like, You look
Yeah.
at the top streamers on Twitch. I mean, they're all white dudes.
Yep.
So
What's a hate raid? Never heard of it.
yeah,
What's a
right.
hate raid? I
Uh,
haven't gotten one.
really?
I don't know how I've avoided it. I don't understand. I've avoided hate raids. I've avoided follow botting. I haven't even gotten someone making like a mean Twitch name saying like Mary's fat or something. I don't know. Like dumb bitch 6969. I haven't gotten any of that. Like I've gotten trolls.
Right.
But
Right.
and I've never gotten a link dropper. Like,
Really?
nobody's come into my chat, and I've had somebody ask for a shout out. They got banned, but like
Right.
I've never had somebody come in and be like, "This is my Twitch, check me out."
That surprises me.
I don't understand. I feel like there's like an exodus coming for me.
I think they're all scared of the ancient one. Clearly.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be.
Well, so kind of along those same veins, and kind of the last question I had about that the Women's Week in Gaming for now. How do you feel now, having put that together and the scope of everything and how big that is? As a person who has organized events before, how difficult was it to get everything off the ground?
I didn't sleep for about 3 days when
Okay.
it started because I wasn't expecting. I'm still in that stage of being a content creator. It doesn't matter what events I do or how
Mhm.
big I get or anything like that. It keeps coming back to nobody cares
Right.
in a way. Like I keep thinking this is the stream where nobody's gonna show up, or like this is the like nobody's gonna care what I have to say. And I posted that video, and then I woke up to 400 people in the Discord and hundreds of applications, and then people retweeting it, and we ended up having a reach of over 100,000 just
Wow.
for that video, and it getting shared, and so it went so drastically further than what I imagined it was going to be. And then suddenly we were talking about reaching out to sponsorships, reaching out to working with the same companies reached out that worked on the Activision walkout,
Right.
reached out to us.
Wow.
So it got so much, like I didn't sleep for days. I thought something was going to happen in the Discord. I thought we were going to get hate rated. We didn't get a single troll in the Discord. It was very stressful. I've organized events before, but nothing to the scale. Like just
Right.
small things in college, like a League of Legends World Championship viewing parties and stuff. But this was like a professional thing, and it just blew my mind. I thought it was gonna be like 20 people, maybe 30, if I was lucky.
Oh
didn't think it
no.
was- Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, especially with things like TikTok and Twitch and all of that.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm glad that it was as successful as it was, though, and I'm glad that you guys
It
are
was.
continuing
It was wonderful. And yeah, it's going to be a yearly thing, and probably the first or second week of August, we'll see. But now I have time.
Yeah.
It's not like I organized that in 2 weeks.
Right. Well, that was
And I was like, it's going to be too far out. I thought about doing it the next week. I'm glad I didn't.
right. That's what's so crazy. That's what's so impressive and crazy about it. Like when we talked to Moses, you know, to have like almost zero problems to go off while with that big of an organized event, like, wow, you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is I watch this. There's this partnered streamer that I watch a lot of. He's not like on TikTok. He just recently joined TikTok, but
Right.
he recently followed me on Twitter, and he's got like 500 odd people that usually watch him. I didn't think he'd ever figure me out, but like I was in his stream the other day and I won his bingo. And then he was like, I saw you on Twitter the other day. You organized this big event. I was like, even he knows about it. It's like, oh my
Right.
God. It was so cool.
That's awesome. Make sure to check it out, guys, and definitely give it support when it comes around next year. It's an amazing cause and a fun event, and I found some new streamers through it and watched a bunch of fun stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, I got to know so many new people. Like I had known Namaste Woken before, but I actually got to like get to know her during the event.
that's
And
cool.
Moses French Toast popped up on my radar now, and he helped me mod and everything. So like now he's on my radar, and there's a bunch of cool people.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's kind of the way like Moses popped up around us the same time, and Namaste. I've known her for a while because John C. Stout is like kind of where I got started with Twitch. So and they've hung out a bunch. Yeah, John was like the first creator that did TikTok and this that I watched, and then I've spread out from there. So I'm weird that way. I'm like the one person who didn't see him on TikTok and was like, nah, fuck that guy.
Nah, fuck that guy. Oh, John.
But so to move on to some of the other stuff that we had talked about on Discord, you mentioned one thing that I definitely wanted to start out with, and you mentioned that you do tabletop role playing games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Okay, now I have to ask. First of all, I've been looking at that the whole time, waiting. That is the coolest fucking thing I have ever seen. Between that and the little Thulu on your mic, I love those little details.
I got my my maid of honor, or one of my best friends, crocheted this for me for my channel, and she made a bunch to give away to people who were like top sub gifters the last month.
Oh, that's dope.
So we're mailing those out, and yeah, I made this in art school.
Really?
Actually,
that's
it's
cool.
cardboard.
Nice.
Really?
It was a prototype for a 5 foot by 5 foot D20 that I had to destroy because it wouldn't fit through the door.
5 by 5 D20.
Yep, I have a video of it.
That's awesome.
I'll have to post
I could
somewhere.
botch and crush myself in real life with it.
Yeah, you could. You could like literally critical failure.
I could crush my enemies with the.
Yep.
Jake has an impressive amount of botches on his real dice. Yeah,
and computer.
Yeah, it's starting to happen for the digital dice too. It's just me. It's not the dice's fault. It's me.
Always the dice's fault.
Yeah.
That's why you get new dice. That's why we keep collecting more and more polyhedral dice.
No, but she's saying you just have to keep buying them, Jake.
Yeah. Until you find that lucky pair.
Yeah. With your luck, you might have to buy a new one every session, but that's fine.
It just means more dice.
Talk about it. Like every month, he would have to buy a new set of dice.
Yeah. But so on that, especially since we've been having this discussion within our personal Discord, so I wanted to ask what your favorite edition or style of D&D is to play, if you've experienced more than one.
Let's see. I know it's not technically D&D, but I mostly started with Pathfinder.
Okay.
It's like 3.75, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
3.5 was great, but it's like you have to read a library, basically. It's so intimidating to like get started in 3.5. We don't talk about 4.
No.
5, I really love 5th edition. I feel like 5th edition is like a pretty good area for D&D, but yeah, 5th edition or Pathfinder are probably my favorites.
Okay.
Because the point of entry is so easy.
Right.
So it's fun to like get new people into it and not have to basically give them a college course. So
that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's
understandable.
That's a logical argument against 3.5, even though that's I'm old and I don't like to change. So I play 3.5 and I have since I was a little kid. So I always vie for it, but
yeah, I like 3.5, but like, you know, D&D, I've played a lot of D&D, but my favorites are probably like Trail of Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu. I love Legend of the Five Rings, Mage the Awakening. I love all of those. I play a lot of tabletop role playing.
No, that's amazing. Have you I think it's by the same company. There's actually a really interesting game that's by the same company as Mage the Awakening. They did one called it's Princess
the Hopeful.
There it is, Princess the Hopeful.
I have not played it. I did do one LARP session of what is it? What's it called? Vampire Masquerade.
Okay.
It was I didn't go back.
Fair.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Knowing the people that have invited me to those, that seems fair. I've never gone to one.
It was probably the same people. Yeah.
Probably.
There's actually just one group of people that are somehow in every town.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's okay. That's interesting. Yeah, Princess the Hopeful was actually, it sounds really dumb when you first look at it, but it was actually amazing. It's
Awesome.
probably the second best game that company has made, and everyone just plays like magical princesses with weird superpowers.
That sounds fun. I loved Mage the Awakening, and I took a similar. Okay, so I used the same rules for Mage the Awakening when I ran a game, and I ended up. It's actually turned it into. It was a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure campaign
Oh, that's cool.
that I made.
Nice.
Yeah, I do strange things.
No, hey, Jake and I, well, mostly Jake. I just piggybacked off of it. Jake crafted an entire religion where the gods were trees, for a D&D world that we created, and all kinds of weird stuff. So I get it.
Amazing.
Yeah. This is why I think tabletop RPGs, and especially creative people, you should play them and learn about them and then DM, because if you ever want to learn how to tell a story and entertain people, learn how to be a DM.
Yes, I completely agree. It's great improv.
Yeah.
You learn improv, thinking on your feet.
Oh god.
All of
Sure
it.
do.
Yeah.
You give them A, B, and C, and they always choose D.
Yep.
Like 100% of the time.
Or
That's what I
sometimes
learned.
you
I
just like
stopped.
mouth.
Yeah.
I have a campaign that we're replaying right now because the first time they played it, they literally walked past, like, I planned the campaign around the fact that they usually just never go straight to anything. They walked past the entire story, and then finally when I improvised and made one of the like bad guys start to like do his monologue thing, they cut him off and then just tried to immediately murder him instead of letting him talk. Same thing with the good guy, also murdered him and took him captive, put him on a boat.
You always have the one guy that looks at the dragon and goes, "I'm gonna f that dragon."
It happened.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, look, there's always got to be a bard, right?
Yeah. Part my last campaign.
Yes. That's perfect.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I knew the minute I saw that on there. If you were anything like us and spent any amount of time playing D&D, this was going to be a ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
It's
Love my D&D shit.
it's such I don't know, like even the crafted stories that they have are a ton of fun, but I love seeing the world building and creativity that people have. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane. You know, like our buddy Jesse, he is so, when he DMs, like, not everyone can get his style of gameplay, but he's so intricate and everything has like a shade of murder mystery in it. Like, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm planning one right now. I'm not a campaign
Right.
per se. It's a one shot. A friend of mine he recently raised $5,000 on his stream for one of his mods' mothers to get a wheelchair that her insurance couldn't cover. It's
Okay.
Nubbins Inc.
Oh yeah, I know
and-
Nubbins. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
So the $3,000 one was I'll run a one shot on his channel. So
Nice.
he got some people together and we're planning it right now, and I'm trying to pick a good one shot. And so far my favorite one is I want to do Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Okay.
I don't know if you all know that one. I guess it's a pretty common one. I'm not sure, but
I've
That's
seen
pretty
it. One of our buddies here in town owns a game store, so
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love it because it's so whimsical, and I just think it would be perfect for people because at the end they'll go, "What the fuck?"
yep. I mean,
It's one of those that you don't expect in D&D.
Right.
And I think that'll be pretty fun for people that don't really know much about it.
yeah, it's so great to take people that have preconceived notions about things and just shatter them completely.
Yeah.
And we've done that a lot too with stuff like Jake found a system called Mutants and Masterminds and made a superhero campaign for some people that we brought in who had never played D&D and thought it was too nerdy, but we're all into comic books. So now they're all D&D players.
God. D&D's too nerdy, but comic books.
Right, right. Yeah, that's always my argument too. But yeah, no, that's.
Like everyone has to have a line somewhere, right?
I guess.
Do we? Do we?
I don't know where I draw the line.
Me either.
Yeah,
physics actually.
I was gonna say LARPing, but I've actually, so I can't really say that.
We all used to LARP technically when we were kids,
Yeah,
Jake.
I know. I did it again in college, so.
Have I? I guess if you count like the SCA stuff as LARPing, then technically, I've fought in those a couple times, so yeah. It's fun stuff. Have fun.
It is.
Life is too short. Enjoy yourself. Ugh, sorry. I just thinking about people who are like, I'm too cool to do that thing.
I'm too cool.
If that thing makes you happy, shut up and just do it. Like, who cares?
In high school.
Yeah. God. Anyways, I don't want to talk about D&D the whole time. But I do have one other question that I asked just about everybody that I talked to about D&D. And that is, if you had to be any one character that you've ever created, what character would that be?
I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
I had a half-orc fighter. No, she was a barbarian, half-orc barbarian named Urga, and she wasn't very smart, but she could lift heavy things.
Mm-hmm.
And I always had fun playing that one. I also had another. I love half-orcs, and his name was Garbanzo.
That's awesome.
I don't know, the half-orc. I'm short. I would love to be tall. I'm wimpy. I would love to be able to punch through a wall. So probably that, yes.
Okay. I can't say much. One of my favorite characters got murdered by my party, but it was a goblin, so I get it.
Oh, man.
He had it coming. He shouldn't have cooked my donkey.
It's a whole thing. I have a lot of fun making like chefs and things like that in D&D because most people that I play with throughout my life don't like to do like mundane things in Dungeons and Dragons. They all want to do the fantastical. So I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. You're all adventures and stuff. I'm a chef. Why am I here?
Have you ever taken one of those D&D alignment tests?
No. I've seen them, but I've never taken one.
It blew my mind. So I saw it on Facebook the other day, and somebody was like, okay, we're going to do a D&D alignment test. I was like, okay, I'll probably be like true neutral. I feel like I'm a very true neutral person. And I took it, and I'm true evil. I'm neutral evil, apparently. So I was like, fuck. So I take another one. I'm neutral evil in that one. So I go to the Wizards of the Coast and take theirs. They say I'm chaotic evil. So
I mean,
I'm evil. Give me your wallet.
Your symbol is tied to Cthulhu. I mean,
It's true, but it's something like if a person robbed a bank and they ran by you and they offered you $2,000 to stay quiet, would you take the money? I'm like, sure. Or like, I don't know. Would you feel bad if one of your old coworkers died? I don't know. Probably not.
No.
I would be.
What are human emotions?
I would be afraid that I would land as chaotic good. I'd like to say that I would be like chaotic evil, but I'm too much of a goody two shoes in reality for that.
You're lawful good, David. Come on.
Probably. I hate it, but I'm probably lawful stupid, chaotic stupid at best.
I'm chaotic stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, it shook my world.
Fair. I'm not me over here gonna go take one right after the podcast.
I've never done that with like the D&D alignment thing, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right? The like spectrum thing. I made my entire community do it the other night on stream. I linked it in chat and they all did it and they all told me what they got.
That's awesome. Now the real question is, how many of your community was chaotic evil?
Absolutely none of them. They all got like lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good. One was true neutral, and then I'm over here like, what the?
Well,
You guys help random citizens?
literally yes, but I get paid to. So does that count? Like,
Yeah.
I just act an idiot on the internet. That's all I have to. I don't have to leave my house.
I'd like to do that. It sounds better than helping random people. That's right. I'm a monster. You're welcome.
Okay, maybe you're lawful neutral, Davis.
Who knows? He might be true neutral like me.
Ooh.
True evil. Sorry, I'm
Well,
Voldemort. I
yeah,
forgot.
fair. Yeah, we can't say her name.
He who has no name shall not be spoken of.
That's right.
Sounds like Monty Python.
Did you guys have any other
Okay.
questions about D&D before I move
What's
on
your
to my
favorite
next one?
class to play?
Oh, there we go.
My favorite class? Ooh.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Honestly, okay, so I have not played as a warlock of any sort yet, or a wizard. But I had the most fun, I think, as a bard.
That's the correct answer, yes.
Yeah, it's like
the most
you can go fighter or something and go up front and like do all the damage and stuff, or you could be a fucking bard backstage yodeling,
Yep.
and just cheering everyone on and just take the lucky trait, never get hit with anything. Like
What?
I had so much fun.
One of my recent
Bard.
characters was based off of Gordon Ramsay, and I was a bard who was a chef, and I inspired courage by yelling at people.
Mine was a comedian.
Nice.
So
I
I
have
just
also done that. It was so fun.
Oh,
it was a trip. I was
Yep.
just a chaotic good bard. Just,
nice. I love it.
Had a good time.
So much fun. I don't know. I could seriously talk about this all night just because I absolutely love being able to create things and see how other people interact with them. I think it's why streaming drew me in so quickly, is because like with D&D,
Yeah.
you can create something and then you show it to your group of 5 closest friends and see how they react to it and see what ways they fuck it up and see what parts of it stick and what parts of it don't. And I don't know, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah, I
again,
agree.
everyone should play it. Okay, so my next question, getting really into the nerdy stuff. You mentioned that you were a competitive Warhammer 40K player. Yes.
Oh my god, I was not expecting people to even know what that is, because that's like, you've got surface level nerdy and stuff with like basic video games or like Settlers of Catan board game kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get into like the D&D and things, and then it's like fucking going the deep end with like tabletop wargaming. And not just 40K, like 40K is the basic bitch of wargaming. But
That's
like
true. Have you played
But it's-
original Warhammer?
I have fantasy models right over here.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've
I-
got about, I want to say, around 40,000 points and 40K figurines.
Okay.
So I have a lot.
I had at one point, I don't own them anymore, but I had an entire fantasy, not 40K. I had an entire fantasy orc army, and my brother-in-law painted them all, and we
Yeah.
decided that their insignia was going to be a smiley face with a bullet hole in the the forehead.
Oh my god. The orcs are the best.
Yes.
And I mean, and the fantasy models translate to 40K too. All you have
Yep.
to do is change out the base.
Yeah.
But they're just as like table legal as the 40K models. The orcs have the absolute best. They're just fungus.
Yep.
They're fungus, and they worship. What is it? Is it Gork and Mork? One's cunningly cruel, and the other's cruelly cunning, or something
Yep.
like.
And red go faster.
Yeah, red goes faster.
Exactly.
You automatically get an extra inch in movement
think
if
so,
it's
yeah.
painted red. And the orcs are just, they could take over the universe, but they are
Yep.
too stupid to realize how powerful they are. Their guns only shoot because they believe.
Yeah.
And
I'm a tank. I'm a tank. I'm a
It's
tank.
hilarious. Yeah, I love 40K. I haven't played in forever because I dated somebody that was in the 40K scene here, and that ended badly. And they were the only competitive players in the region. And I'm that hard ass that creates a list to go in and just like wipe the floor with somebody.
Right.
I don't go to play casually. Like I was top ranked. Like I went undefeated at Warzone Atlanta. I went to Adepticon Nova Open. I got invited to the European Team Championship.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I played my primary was Eldar.
That was what I was gonna ask. Eldar, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eldar.
I wanted to build Eldar, but at the time that I got into Warhammer 40K, our local shops couldn't get the models. So I just bought a bunch of Tyranid stuff. And so I've been a dirty Tyranid player for the rest of the time.
Oh yeah, they're so cool. I had my last list. It was not this current edition. It was the last one, but I had 36 jet bikes that I would put down, and that was always fun pulling those out at competitions. It was great going as a woman.
Oh, I bet.
Because you go to these tournaments, there's 268 people generally, like 260 something. I was the only woman ever, like anytime I went. And every time I went, people just assumed I was just there as like the girlfriend or something. And I would set down my army and they would start being like explaining the rules to me. And normally I would just play dumb a little bit. I had like a little bunny backpack.
Nice.
It's actually on the floor over here. And I would just be like, oh, really? Is that how that works? And then I would just shit stomp them the first turn.
That's amazing.
They would, and then they would try to explain a rule to me, and I would go, actually, that was a previous edition. If you look here, and I would have it bookmarked because I always had it bookmarked.
Right.
Open it up. Yeah.
That's amazing.
40K was my thing for a while.
That's so cool. I've been around the 40K scene here in Wyoming, and I've never met a woman who plays. Like, it's been like the one super nerd thing that there's never been any females involved in my life in it.
I've seen there's some women around here, like female 40K players, but it's mostly just like the hobbyist kind of approach to it, like painting it, which is fun. Like painting the models is a great time, and getting those all set up and getting that all pretty and stuff. But like playing the game, yeah, generally I'll find some, but nothing competitive. I only know one other girl, and it's Miss Demonette. She's a West Coast player, but she's also nationally ranked. She goes to ETC.
Damn.
She's like a world champion judo something. She can kick my butt. But yeah, it's kind of like that very underground kind of thing for women, I guess. I don't know.
I think plus at least here, I don't know about elsewhere, but like here the community's kind of toxic. Like it's one of the reasons why I didn't continue building my army. I got like halfway through rebuilding Tyranids when I moved back to Wyoming here, and there's like 2 people that I like that play Warhammer 40K in this entire town, and the rest of them I cannot stand. So I just stopped.
I wish I had people to play it with here, but it's such a small community here, and I don't want to run into certain people. So
fair.
I still have them.
That's cool though. I think my Hive Tyrant might be the only thing I have left that I painted.
Oh really?
Yeah, but it takes me, like, the painting. Jake and I both have this issue, which is funny because I've done martial arts since I was 6. But if I focus on something, like, precision-wise, my hands shake. So painting a model is a bitch.
Yeah, I had that same issue. I would always hold my wrist like this.
I have tried that. Yeah. I had to tape my fingers. And so I would tape my first 2 fingers, and then you'd put your model and then hold the wrist and tape the 2 fingers, and then I could paint it. And it's still not great, but I could get some detail work. Like I managed to paint eyes on the Hive Tyrant and not, make everything else white, but
yeah, I could not do that.
No, yeah. Jake's is seriously like it shakes like this. It's bad.
My entire immediate family is like that. I assume
Oh,
it's like
man.
some weird, like, undiagnosed genetic issue that like they've just never been able to discover. Like, everyone in my family has just like super shaky hands.
Yeah.
It's like I've drank too much coffee, even when I haven't drank too much coffee, and then I drink too much coffee on top of it, and it gets really bad.
Oh no, yeah. I'll have to
Oh,
find some stuff of my old my Necrons are pink.
that's awesome.
They're pink and glittery.
I love it.
And then I have got an Imperial Knight set of I think 6, and I painted them all up like Power Rangers.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I've got a Tyranid army, and they're all McDonald's. Chaos Demons, I'm still deciding because I have Zinch and I have Nurgle. So Zinch is like multicolored regardless, and Nurgle is predominantly green. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do there. So I don't know. Like I'm ever gonna get to it.
One day. One day.
Like I'm gonna do it.
That's cool though. Like I love that. I love and the artwork behind it on some armies. Like even if you aren't able to do anything, like I've played with people who weren't able to do anything more than like primer, base coat, boom, done. Like every model was black. It's fine. But the game's super fun.
It is.
I wish more people tried it out and played it, like you mentioned, more like casually rather than super competitive in our area. Because while I enjoy competitive stuff, I'm not competitive level at all with it.
I've just always been a strategy type. Like I love strategy games. They're some of my favorite things to play, like Civilization. I love playing Civilization, WarHammer. I like strategy.
Civ is fun, unless your dad cheats. I didn't play Civilization for like 12 years after I moved away from home because my father would cheat. He would get Oh yeah, he would get me and Jake and a bunch of our friends. He would hound us to play with him. And then like I still remember, and I've referenced it a couple times, but one time I built archers and was building up an archer army to go attack Jake, and Jake made a deal with him, and suddenly I got nuked. Like he would put himself just way in the future from us.
To say.
Yeah, and he would give himself all this technology and put himself way ahead and
Gandhi.
Yeah. But now as an adult playing the game fair, I love that game. It's so much fun.
It's my relaxing game.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like the political structure. Like so I
murder everybody.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hence the evil alignment.
Yeah.
Good point. Touche.
Oh. Yeah. No, I Civilization and so many other strategy games out there. It's crazy when I start talking to like Twitch streamers and gamers how few people know that stuff's out there and have ever given it a shot. Like I don't know. I think all games deserve a chance. I'll try anything once. Even the KFC dating sim. Yeah.
Oh, I played that.
I watched. It was hilarious.
That was a good time. It was a good time.
It was.
I live in Kentucky, so.
Oh. Well.
Yep.
We no, I watched. It was really funny because I watched you, and then like right as your stream ended, another one of my friends played that for the first time ever.
Amazing.
Like right after your stream, so I watched like the first, I don't know, probably 4 hours of that game twice. But yeah, no big deal. But yeah, I don't know, just dumb little things like that. I know you worked with the one indie game company doing your recent event. Is that something that you've ever tried to like take time out of your gaming career, I guess, and try to like focus on indie games, or do you just kind of stumble on them?
I kind of just stumble on them, I guess. It's funny because during Gamescom, 2 of the developers that I played with reached out to me So one of them I'm gonna be they're gonna sponsor a stream in November, and it's the D&D one. It's the
hell
Guild of Dungeoneering. Yeah, that was awesome. That game was so cool. It was very Munchkin-esque.
Right.
Like if you've ever played Munchkin game,
Yep.
it's felt like that mixed with D&D, mixed with betrayal in a way. it was really cool. But yeah, I kind of just stumble into it. I haven't played a lot of indie games on stream. I played one horror game that was sent to me called Mists of Aden. That was a few months ago.
Okay.
But for the most part, I have a very specific style that I stream in, I guess. I was trying to talk to my community today about like what kind of streamer am I? And I keep stumbling back on just chaos. Like,
what's wrong with that?
I'm a WTF streamer. I don't know what I am most of the time. And so whenever I play games, it's usually my kind of overreactions, which are all completely natural. Like I have such bad anxiety and I scream at the drop of a hat. Like it doesn't take much to scare me.
Fair.
So I play games solely based on how I think I'm going to react to them.
Okay.
If I'm going to react in that way.
Right.
And not a lot of indie games fit that bill.
That's fair.
So, like, I play 7 Days to Die, which I do Mischief Maker, which is the primary source of income for my stream. So that's, like, always my Tuesday slots.
Okay.
And then I did Dark Souls. Oh. that was chaos. I stopped playing it for a while because it's just making my anxiety too much.
That's fair.
And now I'm doing, like, Bioshock. And Bioshock's kind of the same thing. Every now and then something spooky will happen. And it scares the crap out of me. Yeah. So indie games usually don't fit that bill.
Okay.
Some do, but it's generally the horror games that do.
Right. Okay.
Or just the really off the wall crazy ones, like the Colonel Sanders one.
Right.
Or Had a Full Boyfriend. Dating sims.
Yeah.
Which pigeon did you choose?
Oh. I always go for the fancy one. I can't remember his name. He's the asshole. I'm a woman. We love assholes. Okay. The fancy bird, the French one. Horror games are pog, yeah.
Look, horror games are great, and I wish that I got like the ones that genuinely scare me. I have so much fun playing. I guess maybe because I've just desensitized myself to it with my real world. Like most of them don't get me, but
yeah, they get me.
Of all games, Amnesia. Playing the first Amnesia, like after the first couple times, I was kind of used to the pacing and I didn't jump anymore. But the first play session we ever had of Amnesia was fucking fun. I love to be scared, but it's so hard to scare me.
It's easy to scare me. I don't know. Even watching them, like I used to mod for Retro when he was streaming, and he played through Visage.
Oh.
And I could barely watch it. I played 5 minutes of Outlast.
Okay.
I could do Phasmophobia.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's about it.
I see. Phasma has the one thing that scares me, like genuinely, normally, and that's if I have like good sound canceling headphones. The like breathing, anything that's behind me. If you can figure out how to give that sensation, that messes with me because it messes with me in real life. But other than that, it's really hard to scare me. So
yeah, same. I've never been scared.
Oh, shut up, Jake. He jumped every time there was a monster through our entire Amnesia playthrough. And I have a clip of him screaming like a little girl saying, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck," trying to get through the labyrinth as he's being chased.
Yeah, well, I wasn't scared though.
Oh yeah, okay.
Portal scared me. I got through Portal 80% by accident.
Portal?
And it's scary. It was stressful.
Oh, that's fair.
Things and then falling through things indefinitely, and that was scary. And
that's awesome.
And then everybody got mad at me for killing a box with a heart on it. The love cube or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep.
Yeah, the friendship
that thing,
cube.
friendship.
Yep.
Emotion cube. I don't remember.
It's the friendship cube, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Emotional support cube.
Emotional support
That's it.
box.
That's it. Yep.
It's a fucking box.
But you're not supposed to kill it.
Apparently.
Yeah, according to the internet.
Well, a box. It doesn't have emotions.
Ooh. I'm starting to get the alignment thing. Oh, right. God, that's so it's so crazy to talk to people who actually know about all of the nerdy cool stuff that I know about, because normally I'm the weird one in the corner. Yeah. But since we've mentioned it and you can see them on display behind you, I recognize a couple of those. What's your favorite board game?
What's my favorite board game? God. All of them?
All of them?
I guess,
Okay.
like, the classic one that I really love, well, classic, but, like, the one I always default to is probably Betrayal.
Okay.
That one's always super fun. But recently, I've really been enjoying, let's see. I really like Clank. That one's been fun.
Clank is so much
Potion
fun.
Explosion's been so good. Medieval Mastery. Funny enough, Nuns on the Run. I like that. I like anything Cthulhu related, like a Elder Sign, Arkham Horror.
Okay.
Or is it Arkham Asylum? I can't remember. It's one of the two.
Arkham Asylum is the Batman game, I think.
Yeah.
Arkham Horror is the
I keep getting that mixed up. The names.
I also
Mansions of Madness is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've really been enjoying Chronicles of Crime, which has been like an excellent thing to like get people started in that aren't like generally into board games.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. So many answers to that.
Fair. So I
rarely play one I don't like.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Like, same for the most part. As long as it's like, I don't. That's not even true, because I had fun with it. I just don't have the time for it. Like I was gonna say, because like Gloomhaven, I played.
Oh, get my brother started on that.
It's fun, but I don't have 8 years to play a board game.
I thought you were gonna say Twilight Imperium and be like,
Oh, Twilight Imperium. Oh my god, I can't believe you know about that game.
Of course.
I
spent a weekend on one game.
Yes. Again, buddy owns a game shop. We set it up Friday night. We didn't stop playing until Sunday, and I had to go back to work the next day, and we weren't done. I've never finished a game of Twilight Imperium. Granted, I've only tried once, but that's insane.
Oh man. Okay, so one of my favorite things is talking about how vindictive I was to my ex.
Okay.
And it involves Twilight Imperium.
Sounds
and all
great.
of his board games, really. So the breakup was kind of mutual. I don't really know how to like get into that. He just kind of ghosted one night. Never really heard from him again.
That's shitty.
It was interesting. He was not really a good dude, but anyway, he was a huge board game nerd. And I decided to go into each board game box, take out just a couple pieces, nothing major, just enough to where he wouldn't be able to continue the game. Like you get like halfway through the game and realize, oh, we don't have this tile, we can't move, like there's nothing here. Like I would take out a couple of them, and I did that for Twilight Imperium and Catan and Betrayal and
You evil.
Evil.
Betrayal. I understand it now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just a couple things here and there.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
That's funny.
it's
But dear
great.
God.
Don't cross
And
me.
I somehow look. I don't know. Should I legally tell that story? No, probably not. Anyways, I have a fun story about something kind of like that, but I'd have to tell it off air. Anyways, but moving past that. Wow. I'm sorry. I have set up Twilight Imperium. That isn't because you won't notice.
You won't notice for a while.
It's
not enough to where like it ruins. He just has to order the pieces or whatever. But
right, but still, some of those games.
that's what my dad did to him. My dad poured like cans of chicken noodle soup in his clothes.
Okay, look, I'm gonna tell my story. Maybe I'll get in trouble for this. Maybe I won't. I once sprayed OC spray on a one of my good friends' girlfriends who decided
OC.
to.
What's OC?
Oh, sorry. OC spray, pepper spray. Yeah. Look, he bought a house for her and him, and was gonna marry her, and then she decided to bring the guy to their house and cheat on him there, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh, that's kind of similar with what happened with my ex. That's why I was vindictive. Normally, I'm just like, fuck it, and I'll move on. But like,
right,
that time I felt like doing something. It felt right.
Me doing that was nicer than him setting it all on fire. So, kinda.
Ooh, yeah, I've pepper sprayed myself before, so that
Don't do that.
Pepper spray sucks.
I'm an instructor. I have been sprayed with that stuff 10 times.
Oh man,
It is awful.
I don't know how I managed it. Somebody spooked me, and I went to like go to like get it out and like threateningly, and it ended up coming back at me.
No.
And I think the person just thought, oh, she's crazy, and just ran off. But
that's fair. That can happen. It's if you're not used to it as a self-defense instructor, I actually don't recommend carrying OC spray. It's not great. I know.
just karate chop.
Yeah, hey, I can teach you in 5 minutes better karate chops than OC spray, guaranteed. But yeah, back to the board game thing.
That's where David opens his own dojo.
Yes.
I was an instructor at a dojo before COVID. I was an assistant instructor. But anyways,
Naruto signs.
that's right. Yep. You just do something like this, and then a sexy version of you pops out, and then that's how I actually made my money. Oh wait. But no. Back to board games. I've asked everyone that has professed a love of board games to us about this game. Have you ever heard of Food Chain Magnate?
I have not.
It doesn't surprise me. It is incredibly fun. It is another one. It doesn't take as long as like Twilight Imperium to set up, but if you're gonna play it, you better prepare for 4 to 8 hours, depending on how smart the people you're playing with are.
Oh no.
Yeah. I played it with a dude whose IQ is literally 180. And 2 other of our smart friends. We started at 7 o'clock at night. We ended at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh God.
But you're trying to build a fast food chain restaurant empire. And it's one of those where the board can expand as time goes on. And it's this really rare, I think it's German or French. I can't remember which. It's very hard to get a hold of, even though he has like distributors and stuff. It took him 6 months or something like that to get a hold of it.
Really?
But if you ever get a chance to play it, it sounds like it's tedious and obnoxious when you hear it, but it's some of the most fun I have had in a board game. It's worth it. It really is.
Speaking of tedious and obnoxious, I have the Stardew Valley board game.
Oh God!
I haven't unwrapped it yet. One of my mods sent it to me.
That's awesome.
And, I haven't opened it. I've heard it's hard to get a hold of.
Yep.
I'm kind of.
I tried to buy it.
Try it. Really?
Yep. I could not get a hold of a copy of it. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I've also heard it's not.
I've heard it's not good.
No.
Yeah.
For me, it was about a collector's item thing, 100%. Like.
Yeah. Same. And I honestly, like, I played a lot of Stardew Valley, like, when it first came out and stuff, and Sebastian.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Abigail, but whatever.
Abigail, too. Like, oh, man.
Xbox.
I'm bi, so, like, they're both, like, the perfect person.
Exactly. See?
Yeah. But, like, I have a friend that's, like, super into Stardew Valley. She's actually in the, I think they're having, like, a Stardew Valley Cup or something.
Yes.
Mhm.
It was,
And,
it
she's
happened.
competing in that.
Oh,
It
really?
already happened?
Yeah, according to the article I read the other day, or at least it started. Something like
I think
that.
it started because I don't know if she's done it yet. But I'm rooting her on. Root her on. It's Fuzzerino.
Fuzzerino.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. You'll have to put that in like the podcast posting section, and I can. I'll have to follow up on that. But I love that, and I absolutely will. We made competitive Stardew Valley before anyone else made competitive Stardew Valley. We've done 2 playthroughs of the thing on our channel, so we do a playthrough series every Wednesday, and we add special rules. And the first one was a dating sim, where we all played a single character and had to race to get married. But like so you only had every 3rd day, because we would every day we changed control, and so it was interesting. It was a ton of fun, and the goal was to be the first one to get married. And then we made it competitive when they introduced console split screen, and we made a spreadsheet of tasks, and it was a race to 200 points. And it was all kinds of different stuff. It was all randomized. Chat could come in and use like chat commands to scramble up the goals or scramble up a single person's goal. And
oh, that sounds fun.
oh, it was so much fun. But yeah, and then right as we finished ours, they announced the Stardew Cup.
That's amazing.
The day after we finished.
Yeah, I jokingly told Jake, I was like, all right, we need to write them a strongly worded email. They stole our idea.
Excuse me.
But yeah, so no, I love Stardew Valley. The game is great, but yes, I've heard the board game sucks, which is sad. But
I've heard that too.
I would like to play it and judge for myself, because I've also been told that Plague Inc., or not Plague Inc., Plague Inc. is the video game one, the Pandemic. I've been told that sucks, and I had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, I haven't heard that it's bad. I haven't played it myself, but I know it. I don't know. What shitty board games do I have? Not really shitty. I don't like. Probably the thing that I have the least amount of fun playing in my shelf is it's not even a board game. It's Cards Against Humanity. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are probably against that, but like when you've played and people have done like the Super Soaker full of cat pee or black people, or it's just like it stops being. It's like, okay, I've heard this set up like 30,000 times.
Yeah. Cards Against Humanity is one of those things. Like we used to play it every Saturday, and you're right, it gets old. And then we stop playing
play it so much, and then
Try to get to add alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, anything with alcohol is good. And I'd say probably my worst experiences are probably with Munchkin, just because you have to have like the right people to play that. That like people say Monopoly tears families apart, Munchkin tears friendships apart.
My wife threw things at me last time we played Munchkin, so yeah.
I used to do Midnight Munchkin Madness when I was in college, and no more.
I made someone's grandma not talk to me after playing a game of Cards Against Humanity.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was not good.
This is why you don't play that with grandma. God, what is the problem?
I played it with my in-laws one time, and it was funny. I was not expecting them to be so brash.
No, I played it with my mom, and the amount of dick jokes and drug jokes that my mom made. And now, okay, guys, my mom is an ordained minister, just FYI. Throwing that out there, okay? So to have that come from her, it was like, what the fuck?
Who are you?
Is this okay?
Jesus.
But I don't. But that's part of why I love board games, because that side of people comes out. Have you ever heard of a card game called Mao?
Now it sounds familiar.
It's played with a regular deck of cards, and it's named after Chairman Mao.
I think that's why I've heard of it. And
we cannot tell you the rules. As in, literally, that's the only rule.
Go on.
Okay. They're basically, you play and you try to run out of cards, and every round you make a new rule. Whoever wins. And the only way, though, that you get to find out about the rule is by figuring it out. And so whoever, like, say I make a rule, right? And my rule is every time someone plays a 7, you have to slap the table. The way you figure out what the rule is you play a 7 and then you do it. And then if everyone else doesn't like follow suit, and it doesn't have to be physical, it can be like you get to play another card or things like that. Then when they try to play or don't do the thing, then you can penalize them. And you can, all you say is penalize for breaking a rule. Or penalize, or you have to give some sort of hint, like penalize for not slapping the table or whatever they didn't do, or like penalize for not playing again or whatever. And they have to go through and figure out like what triggers the rule and then like what the rule is. I played with a computer programmer. That shit got so complicated it broke my brain.
I was about to say
he started using binary code in his rules, and that's when I was out. Like, it's a ton of fun, but it gets insane really quickly.
I bet. It sounds similar to this game.
We didn't playtest this either. Interesting.
It's the sequel game to We Didn't Playtest This.
Okay.
Okay.
It's one of those things where you just keep creating rules, and the rules keep changing, and then there's like a win condition if somebody's like standing in a cardboard box or something. Like, then somebody leaves the table and gets a shoebox and stands in it.
That's awesome.
It's a weird one, but yeah, it's one of those where like you don't know the rules,
right?
Until people have to make them up. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
That's right up my alley. I love chaotic stuff like that.
It's definitely chaotic. That and I guess like the Flux games, if I remember right.
I don't know if I know those ones.
They're like the common little card games that are like sold in usually like drugstores or like just kind of up front in like the gaming stores and stuff. They have like different themes.
I've played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that, but it's more like you're changing like as like the cards dictate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little easier to follow.
Yeah.
Huh. That's crazy.
It's like one of those entry-level card games. I don't play a lot of card games. I played a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering.
Same.
But yeah.
My PC was purchased by selling Magic cards, so like
I'm not surprised. That like people think Warhammer 40K is an expensive hobby. No, if you want to be a competitive Magic player, you best be dropping thousands a year.
I wasn't even competitive. I played Commander.
Commander?
Yeah. I had a deck that was like $1,100.
Hey. Oh my god.
Yeah. The hobbies that I've had in my life have been expensive, so
that's an expensive hobby. That's oh man. If I had to pick the most expensive hobby that I can think of, it's probably Magic, like competitive Magic.
Yeah, no, that's 100% accurate.
Hands down. Yeah.
Yeah. I got into Modern there for a little while, but I had the cheapest competitive deck at the time, and it was still $310 to build. And that was the cheapest.
I got into it a little bit. Like I love going to like Friday
Night Magic.
Friday Night Magic.
Yeah.
And that was always fun, like pre-COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
And then last time I got to go to San Diego Comic-Con, I lucked out in buying one of their Pathfinder decks where they have like the custom art and stuff.
Yeah.
5 cards. I got that for my brother for Christmas. He flipped out.
Nice.
He's a huge Magic nerd.
Okay. That's cool.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's also going to San Diego. I want to go to the San Diego Comic-Con so bad.
I go every year.
Yeah, every year. Wow.
Yep. I have a friend that lives like right near the convention center.
Okay.
So it works out.
That's
really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, punch my mic on accident. Sorry, chat. But that is awesome. That's one of those things like bucket list. That and another one is very close to us. Well, I say very close. It's like 6-hour drive, but FanX, the big one in Salt Lake. So I want to go to that. We almost got to go the year that Stan Lee made it, but he ended up canceling because of health issues and stuff, and we didn't get to go. But I love doing conventions. All of the art behind me
too.
Conventions and
yeah, same. Well, I took down a bunch of my stuff. I had a bunch of World of Warcraft prints and stuff that were like one of 300, like really rare stuff. And I hate that I had to take it down. Yeah, I had to take that down. But yeah, most of my stuff I got at conventions, and I really want to go to Gen Con.
Okay.
That's a big one for me.
I've heard about it recently since hanging out with streamers, but before that, I've never heard of Gen Con even, which is weird.
It's the biggest board game D&D kind of esque thing in the world.
Okay.
It's Indianapolis, but really, really cool. They do like life-size Catan, and you get to like play test things that are coming out. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay. That's cool though. That would be awesome to check out.
Yeah, but apart from that, I usually just go to local stuff. But San Diego Comic-Con is usually my big one.
That's cool. There are too many conventions that I want to go to next year. I don't have the vacation or the money for all of them.
Same. I cannot afford to go.
Yeah.
I do not make a lot.
Right? No, me either. I like PAX West. Like I wanted to go to PAX West with Jordan and all them, but
yeah.
I have a kid that's being born next month or the beginning of the month after. Like, I can't. Thanks.
Oh
man. Yeah, little boy number 2. So, but
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you already a papa. Oh my God. I got cats. I'm scared of children.
That's fair. That's fair. They're kind of similar at a certain age. They just,
Do they poop in a box? And I can ignore them?
Sometimes. I mean, you can ignore them all you want. CPS might not like it, but no, for legal reasons, that's a joke. My kid does not poop in a box.
As long as you scoop it.
Right? Yeah. That's the.
Or get one of those auto scoopers.
Yeah, those would be cool. But no, seriously, I love my kid very much, but this year was not feasible. But next year, my goal is to make it to at least 2 conventions. One of which being the 3 of us. I want to take all 3 of us to TwitchCon.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to meet. Like the whole part of the reason we do this podcast is because I love talking to streamers and creators and amazing people, and I want to meet you guys. Like it's one thing to like this is cool, but it's not the same. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I want to go to TwitchCon so bad. I honestly, before I started streaming, I never used Twitch. I never watched Twitch. I just it was literally a whim.
Yeah.
And it's turned into something else, but. By TwitchCon, my goal is to like get partner, even though that's not like gonna be. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. So like that's what I want to do before I go to TwitchCon, which I don't know why I made that a thing for myself. But San Diego Comic-Con, I really want to go back to. The Indigo Theater is always my favorite time when I go there, and it's always like Robot Chicken, and they're always drunk for it. Last time they had it in person, Tom Kenny was like emceeing that panel, the voice of SpongeBob, and it was hilarious.
I bet.
He was just like, "Fuck you, Gary," and then he did the laugh. It's so funny.
That's so.
And they had Fully Cooley, the cast, Fully Cooley there.
Okay, I love
Bob's
Fully Cooley.
Burgers. It's always fun.
Oh, Bob's Burgers has one of my favorite voice actors ever at this point, H. John Benjamin. So,
the best.
He talks about how he gets recognized in public because of his voice, and it's always when he's like yelling at his children, and people walk up to him.
That's great. I love the convention scene for that kind of stuff. Like we were fortunate; we managed to make it to 2 local Comic-Cons. Wyoming actually had 2 here in our capital city, Cheyenne, before they got sued and shut down. But but we got to meet some cool people. Like we shopped for dice with Lou Ferrigno, which was super fun. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And like Doug Jones, my little sister got to sit and talk with him for an extended period of time because we managed to catch him when his booth was empty and it
was before Shape of Water, so like he was still like a kind of like he wasn't like a household name.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
like I was like, oh, he's the guy from that episode of Buffy.
Yeah. You knew him from Buffy. I knew him from
Fair,
Hellboy.
What he will always be to me, but
Buffy.
that's the point.
Jake's obsessed with Buffy, but
That's the greatest thing ever made. No big deal.
At this point, I think it's beyond an obsession.
Well, but the people that you get to talk to, like the you can't really see it. It's out of frame mostly, but that's a pyramid head that's done on all in charcoal, black and red charcoal. And he stained the canvas with tea and patina in a style that he uses beforehand, so it looks all weathered and worn. Really cool horror artist, Phil Spalding. But I found out recently because one of our viewers and friends, RN Gamer 85, I don't know if you know him or not. Yeah, he really liked it, and he tried to find one, and you can't get them anymore. He doesn't do them anymore.
Wow.
And so but we sat and talked to that dude for like 2 hours, just BSing with him.
That's awesome.
Jeff Isherwood, who was artist on Nom for Marvel and Venom. I have a signed print from him of Venom, and the smaller cons, don't ignore him, guys, because he was just bored. So we talked for like 2 hours. He showed me stuff.
The small cons are where to go.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to people.
100%. He showed me stuff that never was released, like prints from Nom that he traveled with. Just like normally you'd have to, at bigger cons where they're busy, you have to pay for that stuff. But
you do, and you have to luck out. Not only do you have to pay for it, but you have to win a lottery.
Yep.
And then after that, you basically have to enter a second lottery to be able to. I went through this whole thing to meet Bruce Campbell, and ended up not being able to meet him.
Oh no!
And only celebrity person that I talked to at Comic-Con was completely by accident. I accidentally walked into Mark Hamill when he was in cosplay.
Oh.
And I had no idea who he was. He was dressed up as Darth Trump. He had like an orange Darth Vader thing on and a golf club. And I ran in. I was like, "Oh, nice cosplay, dude." He was like, "Thanks." And then later it was on the news. It was Mark.
That is so great.
My childhood. I was obsessed with Star Wars when I was a kid. I had the weirdest crushes though. Like, we always make fun of me in my community because with Star Wars, like my first fantasy crush was Jabba the Hutt, and then it was Earthworm Jim, and it just kind of turned into this thing. It was just like, oh, Cthulhu just likes an assertive worm. And
well,
yep, that we got there.
Still like Earthworm Jim.
Fair, great game.
Handsome worm.
Yeah,
well,
Earthworm Jim could get it. Said if I had to choose a worm.
You had to choose one.
I'm not saying that's the TikTok clip, but it might be. Earthworm Jim can get it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Not charisma.
Oh.
He's ripped for your pleasure.
Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Jesus. Oh, that one even broke Kyle. Oh my god. That is great. Oh my god. Oh, I love that. Yeah, wow. Recovering from that a little bit as I wipe away tears from my eyes from literally laughing that hard. I don't remember where I was going with this. Yeah, Mark Hamill.
I don't think you were going where it went.
I was not going where Earthworm Jim goes, apparently. Yeah, no, Mark Hamill, despite being raised with Star Wars, because my dad is from the same area as Mark Hamill.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like they grew up like real close to each other. But like obviously nobody knew who the hell he was. And but I didn't actually start giving a shit about who Mark Hamill was until the Joker.
The Joker, really? That's right. He was the voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. He's been so many people. He was Firelord Ozai too, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's such a good voice actor.
Oh, he's amazing. He is. I wish he would do more stuff. Like, I get why he doesn't need to, for one, and for two,
Yeah.
You know, he only takes projects that he wants to, which is an amazing place to be as a person, but
Really is.
But I love his voice, and I have always been a comics fan since a very young age. Jake and I are big into comics. That's why the Comic-Con stuff. It's why, like, if you look at our main wall where the couch is, like, I got Venom and Carnage and all that stuff.
Nice.
But the two big DC properties that I followed even as kids was obviously Superman and Batman. So when Mark Hamill came out as the Joker, that was how I always pictured the Joker to sound anyways. And now, so for me, it was like seeing the comic books that I've been reading for a couple of years at this point come to life.
That's awesome.
And so now, like, I know everyone raves about Heath Ledger's Joker, and it was good. It was fun. But no Joker that has ever been done compares to Mark Hamill for me, because it was, like, that was comic books made life. I
need to go back and watch more DC stuff. I've watched a lot of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I was never super into the superhero kind of scene, I guess.
Fair enough.
I've always, I guess, like, I haven't really watched a lot of TV. I watch anime. That's kind of my thing.
See, that's I fell out of anime, and actually Jordan, when he came on the show, they played a game and we talked a lot about Japan and anime, and they forced me to. So the only, like, recent anime that I've watched is Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before that, like, all of my anime, like, stopped in the 90s, like Wolf's Rain and Death Note and the original Gundam Wing and...
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Death Note was 90s?
Late 90s.
Please don't tell me I'm that old.
Like, that's like 2010.
Was it?
Okay, I was about to
Okay.
say, like, the anime style is, like, very much 2000s. I was concerned for a second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
my-
that started in 2000.
I finally started One Piece. I've been avoiding it for 20 years.
Jesus.
That's quite the task you set yourself.
Yeah.
Good luck. Oh, I know. But my thing is, like, I'm a huge Christopher Sabat fan. Like,
Okay.
Anything Christopher Sabat, anything he's dubbed, I will watch. I'm getting around to, like, the My Hero and stuff, but, like, for me, I mostly like I like horror animes, I like action animes, and I like just, like, rom-com fun shit. I like ecchi. You can never go wrong with anime titties. Anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, Christopher Sabat, huge fan. Vegeta, Yamcha, Piccolo.
Yeah.
He voices a lot of other characters and a lot of.
I know those
different animes.
characters.
Yeah. Huge
What
fan of
do you,
him.
David?
Huh?
Do you, David? Do you?
I do know the characters that she listed, all right? Look, Dragon Ball. I was a martial artist nerd in the early 90s and 2000s. I had to watch Dragon Ball. My
You like the
sensei
10 episodes of screaming.
Yeah, my sensei owns every Dragon Ball Z episode on VHS, okay? I had to watch it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Also, I looked it up, by the way, because I was pretty sure I watched it as a teenager, and I was right. Death Note was 2006, Jake.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
it was later than I said, but
It's much later than the 90s.
shut up.
I mean, the kids are still gonna make me feel old because they're all like, I started with Naruto and
Yeah.
My Hero and what's another mainstream one?
Bleach.
Hey,
Bleach.
Bleach was decent for a while.
But it was still mainstream.
It was.
Yeah. Which, like, there's nothing wrong with those animes. They're mainstream for a reason. Like, they're good. But, like, it still makes me feel old. Like, they started watching these animes that released when I was in college.
Right. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
Dang children.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I stopped watching anime is I couldn't keep up with stuff. Like, because Bleach even became like, because there was that big surge of popularity in the late 2000s where now everything wasn't like super hard to get a hold of. You didn't have to pay real money to get a lot of it. And so it went from I had like one episode of this anime and this anime and this anime to watch to now I had the 600 filler episodes of Naruto and et cetera, to catch up on. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm
I could
done.
never get into Naruto. He annoyed the hell out of me, which is funny. I thought he was an annoying main character, and then I'm like, I like Dragon Ball. Like, Goku's annoying.
Yeah, but he's like charming and annoying. Naruto's just annoying.
It's like I like those animes where like the main character isn't like the best character, like Sailor Moon. The main character's annoying. She's stupid.
Yeah.
The Dragon Ball Z, the main character's kind of stupid. Terrible dad.
Right?
Like I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Like I tend to like, I guess, more gritty stuff with anime. And I figured it out having watched anime more recently, which I know I'm about to get shot, but I'm not a huge fan of fan service. I just don't care. And I am not a huge fan of when they just deliberately make something like more over the top and crazy reaction than they need to.
It's like all anime.
It's a lot of anime, which is why I don't watch a lot of anime.
I tried to get my fiance to watch some anime, and so like my fiance we're fairly opposite in a lot of our interests. But I tried to get him to watch something, and so I picked I don't know, like I was on it's Akatsuki no Yona, it's Yona of the Dawn. Love the manga. So I got him to watch that. I got him to watch the first episode, and he's like, why is there so much context? And they're sitting there battling, and then there's someone off to the side being like, this is the Thunder Beast of Coca, and like going into his deep backstory and stuff. And like the first 30 seconds of the episode, there's like this big battle going on. He was like, why don't they just shut up and fight each other? They would be dead by now. Like, that's anime.
Yeah. Take 3 seconds, extend it for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I think that's why like the stuff like the Gundam series and like Death Note and stuff appeal to me, is because I don't mind the story and stuff. I just hate when it's like over the top craziness for no reason.
Oh, that is Death Note. Take a chip and eat it.
Yeah.
Like, no, hang on.
Anytime somebody wants to know,
That's pretty
like,
extra.
describe anime for me, I just send them that clip. Like, take a chip and eat it. Death Note. The most over-the-top context. Ugh.
I'm fine with.
I like it.
I'm fine with the context, but I'm trying to find a better way to describe what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, your example was terrible.
First of all, no, look. Okay. No, look.
Just embrace that you like anime now, David.
Yeah, come on, David. Come on.
I want to, but I don't. Like, I tried watching an episode of My Hero with you, and it was dumb. I'm sorry.
My Hero's great.
But to be fair, I also feel like you shouldn't start things like that in the middle, so that's on me. But no, look.
What episode were you on, Jake?
I mean, whatever. We're on season 5, episode whatever the most recent one was.
Oh, okay.
Just jump in at the end, right? It works.
Yeah.
Just go backwards.
Live action Cowboy Bebop coming. That I'm looking forward to.
I'm
cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the soundtrack, if nothing else.
Cowboy Bebop, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Great fucking anime.
Wonderful anime. I hate it when they make live actions, so I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping it doesn't suck.
Same.
It's gonna suck. Like the Death Note live action.
Oh,
horrible.
Yeah.
Anytime they do a live action, it's always horrible. But like, I just want it to be good because I love Cowboy Bebop.
Both of the Death Notes were bad. Ugh.
So was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
They ruined that.
They did.
That was.
M. Night Shyamalan's greatest twist.
I was about to say.
You no longer like your childhood. Oh wait. But he was just trying to make everyone grow up, Jake. That's all it was. Ugh. Don't do it,
like
kids.
I
It's
said,
a
no
trap.
one wanted to, so
That was another great series that they introduced me to a couple years back now. I finally watched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra.
Yep. It's fantastic.
I thought that show annoyed me, and then I sat and watched it, and it's fucking great. And I'm
It's
an idiot.
amazing.
Yeah.
What kind of bender would you be? That's my question.
Not one. I'm.
That would be my second choice. The non-benders in Avatar: The Last Airbender were just objectively cooler than the ones in Legend of Korra.
True.
They didn't need technology. They were just badasses.
I don't know. Asami though. Asami's great.
Asami is great.
Asami's cool.
Asami is great, but like I feel like Ty Lee and May could fuck her up.
Look.
If she didn't have her glove.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Take out the technology, and I think Ty Lee is crazy. And
I don't know.
I'd be a firebender. Here comes that neutral evil again, I guess. I like being warm and I like setting things on fire and people.
Realistically, I would probably be a waterbender or an earthbender, just because, but for completely arbitrary reasons of those are the most similar to the types of martial arts that I have studied throughout my life. So, like I've studied, it's like even the hard style stuff that I've studied has been Chinese versions of it. So it's infused with a lot of Kung Fu. So
yeah. And all of those bending styles are derived from real world martial arts.
They absolutely are. And I like that they took and added them all from the actual East Asian continents too, rather than, because what happens a lot with that kind of stuff when it's Americanized is you get them, they'll bring in like a Ed Parker American Kempo dude to teach them. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but if that's not the scene you're creating, it looks awful. That's why
you
so
should
many
definitely read the comic books for Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the the graphic novels. Yeah,
Really?
It goes really deep into it. You learn all about like the founding of Republic City, why that came to be, what happened to Zuko's mom. There's like they answer a lot of questions.
That's actually really cool. I'll have to look those up because I went from, again, thinking that show annoyed me, having only watched a few episodes of it, because my wife and my sister-in-law were obsessed with it, and they'd watch it as reruns on Nickelodeon. To now I'm a diehard avid fan and suggest it to everyone.
Oh, yeah. The graphic novels are great. Like, a bunch of the questions, like the cliffhanger of him at the end going to his dad, Zuko going to his dad, asking about his mother. It's all answered in the comic books.
Oh, okay.
We recommend.
Yeah, no, I need to hang on. I'm literally making a note of that right now. Because if I don't write it down, I forget things. But as much as I would love to continue talking about this, and getting to any of the other 12 talking points that I have prepared, it's time to move to our next segment, which is shenanigans. Jake, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, well, today we are going to be doing something I have dubbed Character by Committee. Essentially, the three of you are going to create my next 3.5 character, as we are currently playing a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 campaign that David is DMing.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So we are just going to go through like each. Essentially, I'm just going to like run you through as though I was making the character, except the three of you together will have to agree on whatever choice you want for each choice to see what kind of character I end up with.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and start with class. And once again, it's Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. What kind of class do you guys think I should play?
Do we know anything about like the campaign that you're doing, or
I'm the DM.
you're the DM?
Yep.
Yes, David can answer any and all questions.
So the setting is that dragons have suddenly reappeared. They were hunted to extinction. Now they have suddenly and mysteriously reappeared, and nobody knows why. And all of the characters were conscripted into a ancient revived dragon hunting cult, basically, and forced
I know a lot
to
about cults.
right, and forced to hunt dragons down and help basically make them go re-extinct. That's what the players know so far. That's the setting that they know. As far as the setting of the world itself, it's a very fantasy based. I didn't infuse a whole lot of technology or anything. The world is huge. A lot of naval and seafaring stuff. The primary like hub is on an island, which is where all your characters meet up and start out, and then they kind of will take boats around the world from there. Yeah, that's all the base questions I think answered. So
I choose Dwarven Defender.
well, that's a prestige class.
I know.
prestige.
Yeah.
Are we
picking
going
a
prestige?
race,
If you
basically,
guys want to cut
Oh.
straight to
Could make him a
prestige, that's
dragon
go ahead.
cycle.
It is eighth level.
Oh, 8th level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna worry about like the basics of the character. We're not going to like fully make
Okay.
the eighth
Right,
level.
right.
Oh,
It's for the sake of time.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say we can go really in depth here. This might have been the whole podcast.
Are we sticking to base classes?
You don't have to. I have every 3.5
yeah.
book that's been officially produced.
Yeah, you can throw whatever you want at me.
Oh.
Base class, prestige class, whatever.
Mm.
well, I might as well pull them up because I've got them too.
Yeah, I got him pulled up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also went into my D&D thumb drive.
Let's see.
Perfect.
Let's go with Complete Scoundrel.
Well, now wait a minute. Shouldn't we
Just
start
turn
with?
him into Bob Ross.
Oh my god! So that's similar to what I was thinking. But I was gonna ask, shouldn't we come up with his race before we come up with his class?
I was gonna
That's what
say
I was-
alignment too, because some
Yeah.
of this will depend on
Interesting.
alignment as well.
See,
I always go class first. Like I generally have like an idea, then it goes like class, race, align.
that happens sometimes for me, but I think starting bare like this, where I don't have a preconceived notion, I think race is
Okay.
probably more important.
No, you guys do you. You're the committee. I'm just here.
Ooh. Okay. I think I got one.
What are you thinking, Kyle?
I'm thinking Master of Masks.
Those are super fun. If you have ever seen them, they're so annoying, but they're so much fun to play.
Looking at
Which
just seeing
I forgot which
Oh, there's
handbook
so
are they in.
many.
the Complete Scoundrels.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, they're very rogue-like, but they've got a lot of like bard tendencies as well. With a lot of depending on how you build
Yeah.
them, they can have a lot of disguise.
You just need bluff rank 8, disguise rank 8, perform rank 8, and 4 languages.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all that's a requirement.
Hang on, I'm pulling up the complete scoundrel real quick.
You could be a dwarf mermaid.
Oh,
What? What?
that's
Okay.
fucking phenomenal. All right, I love it. I like
Alright,
it.
do we have a consensus on aquatic dwarf then?
I'm good with aquatic dwarf.
Yep.
All right, I'm writing it down.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. And oh boy.
Okay, so he's an aquatic dwarf.
Oh no, the condensation.
All right. What's next?
Mm.
I mean, I think you guys still need to figure out a
We still-
class.
yeah.
Are you going with Master of Masks?
It works for me.
Aquatic dwarf, Master of Masks.
Hang on, you said it was the complete scoundrel?
Yeah, it's Complete Scoundrel. I think it's page 52.
I'm just trying to find the complete. Dude, I have so many books on this thumb drive. I'm trying to find the complete scoundrel.
Yeah, it's mostly like disguise based roguey stuff.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's the fake bard that I played was a Master of Masks.
Yeah. I was gonna say I've played them before. I just
Their identity is as fluid as that of a crowd of strangers. It fits.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could do the Master of Mass.
All right.
All right.
All right. What are you guys thinking for alignment?
I will abstain from this one and let you and Kyle figure it out because I know too
What
much
does he
about the
normally
campaign.
play?
He plays everything all over the spectrum. Like
Yeah.
right,
Over the spectrum?
yeah, right now I think he's a neutral good character.
I'm true neutral.
True neutral. Okay. He's
which
just
he's
acting like a
kinda
neutral
leaning-
good character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely been leaning more good.
Well, I think the ocean is fairly chaotic.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I like it. Again, I leave this to you two to decide because I know too much about the campaign. So
It would be very funny, and I know I'd get fucked in the end, but evil.
Oh, do you allow evil characters?
I do.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know I'll
man.
get fucked in the end, but I think it'd be more entertaining.
I allow evil characters because I create an open world. If you want to go in and hack and burn and slash and murder, that's fine. I'm really good at consequences.
I don't believe in them.
That's fine. You don't have to believe in the giant squid that's dragging you to the bottom of the ocean. It's fine.
Or the flump.
Yeah.
It's my favorite D&D creature. Nobody ever knows what it is.
Right? That and the Fumf, and the other one is the Tarask. No one ever knows. Yeah, no one ever knows those.
I like obscure D&D monsters.
That's fair. So
I
do we.
The CR20 rat.
Huh?
Oh, I like the real basic Cobalt. Cobalt's my favorite. No one fights them ever. It's always goblins because everyone
Hey.
defers to those.
Oh man, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a point. Okay,
Okay,
so we've
okay.
got
So,
class.
are we going chaotic evil?
I'm
Okay.
good with this.
I've never created an evil character before, so
Ooh.
Well, here's your chance if you want to.
or you could be true evil or neutral evil, like me. Just roleplay me.
Okay. Okay. I like
That's
that.
an aquatic dwarf with master
right.
masks.
Chaotic evil. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going with.
I don't know. I
I'm-
feel
I'm
like
cool with
chaotic
it.
evil, he'll die pretty quickly.
Oh,
No.
I'll do that anyway. I only roll ones.
That's
What
true.
do you think? Chaotic or neutral?
I'll stick with chaotic evil. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Chaotic evil it is.
I might get killed in the end, but hey, it'll be fun.
They did form Team Evil last time.
Evil League of Evil.
Mm-hmm. They kicked the rest of the party members into a pit trap.
Only the Rangers.
Uh,
Only the Rangers.
It literally
Yeah, they
It-
have a real detest for rangers.
it
Because
created
of that, Kyle.
yeah, it created a whole joke in
Bad
our
fish man.
I told them kill the Ranger, forgetting our party had 3 Rangers, and they went a little overboard.
Okay, what's next, Jake?
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to stats. I don't have them rolled or anything, but we'll just sort of rank them, 1 through 6.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what should be the main stat here?
Uh,
I don't know what.
This
This
is where you
one.
guys kind of decide. if you wanna
let's give
screw
him
me
Con.
over.
I want Con to be his best
Okay.
ranked.
That-
slot.
He could be a pretty dwarf. Make
Const-
him charismatic.
I like that. It helps the character because Master Mass need charisma. It makes him a pretty dwarf, which he's a mermaid. They're supposed to be pretty. Okay, he's an
Where's the
aquatic
men?
dwarf. Yeah. Also, yeah, can we decide your gender? Can we force you to be a female?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah,
Okay.
I usually roll a
He
die
could be
for
like
that
a
anyway.
frog. Just change it. on him.
I've played that before too. That's one of the options on the die.
Yep. I'm fine with
My
that.
gender is fluid.
Yeah,
Hey.
gender fluid dwarf
yeah,
mermaid.
yeah. The pun's there too. Yeah, it's got to be fluid.
Yes.
I like it. All right.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would say I think charisma is a good one to put as number 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Charisma number 1.
Then we can do constitution, because as much as it would be better to do one of the others, I like the idea of this rogue like dancing bard who can just take a beating. Also, it's good for avoiding poisons. And if you're doing that much like political intrigue and stuff, you need to be able to, you know, swallow some poison, Dread Pirate Roberts style.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so we're going con 2 then? Do we have a consensus?
yeah.
Okay.
Lowest stat.
No,
Nope.
you want to skip straight to lowest? Okay. What's
Yeah.
lowest stat?
Intellect.
Okay. I like it. I like it. A
He's
dumb-
really
okay.
pretty, but also an idiot.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of character to play.
Brad
I'm happy.
He loves playing idiot characters.
He does.
High charisma, low int. That's the best.
Okay.
It's
So
okay, you're pretty.
Exactly.
in that case, I think that number 3 then should be wisdom so that he can function a little bit.
What? Nah.
I
I'd
know
say
what's going on.
dexterity.
I don't understand it, but I know what's going on.
That's right.
Uh,
I
That just leaves strength and dex.
I was thinking Dex should be number 3rd.
nah.
You gotta be
Well-
good to swim through the water.
As a hold on, where is it? Where'd it go? Aquatic dwarf. I thought
Oh, I
he
think
had
he
a
gets a-
-4. What was that?
Oh, they do get. I forgot they get the racial negs. I didn't look it up.
That's fine.
They're not great swimmers. They just kind of evolved by accident.
Oh.
Excellent.
There's just too many swirlies. Aquatic. Yeah, I think they have a -4, but like a +2 strength and a
Right.
+2 something else. Can't remember.
Yeah. So maybe we do go dex and then wisdom and then strength.
Is
Gonna
that what
need
everyone
help.
wants?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, +2 strength, +2 con, -4 dex, -2 charisma.
That's okay. I'll be the hottest damn aquatic dwarf they've ever seen.
That's right. uh, you're gonna
Washed
be
on shore one day.
you're gonna be the Neil Patrick Harris of aquatic dwarves.
Oh my god.
Dream.
Suit up, bitch.
Excuse me, my gender is fluid.
I feel like bitch is like bro at this point for me. All right, it applies to everyone. Yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad did that to me.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. Same.
Exactly. Yeah, everyone's bro and
Magnets
everyone's
can be
bitch.
bitches. Anyone can be a bitch.
Because everyone can be a magnet.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. We're not gonna go through like all of the skills, but are there any particular skills you guys want me to prioritize?
But you've obviously got to have bluff, disguise, in those
Oh yeah.
just for the class.
Yeah, those will be covered by the class.
Yeah.
Cat.
I want him to be able to craft. But we need
Craft what?
we need to come up with like a mundane thing that he should be able to craft. Like some dumb thing that he picked up along the way.
Got it, David. Got it. He's gonna do the same thing I did the entire previous game we were playing. Necklaces. He's gonna carve necklaces, that have
necklaces.
no serve no purpose.
I like that. We should also make him take 2 crafting, actually. He should
He's
make
got +2 to racial bonus on craft checks that are related to stone or metal.
Oh, it's gonna be wood.
okay.
It's all wood.
No, not wood. That doesn't make sense for the character. But I like the seashell necklace thing. I think he should be able to make seashell necklaces, and I think he should also be able to craft nets. He's a freaking mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah. Tiny nets,
Yeah, exactly.
not regular nets.
No, yeah, not fishing nets.
Yeah.
Nets. Yeah.
Tiny.
Fish nets.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
fishing
Nets,
nets.
but it's tiny.
Fish nets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if
jellyfishing
you've ever
nets.
seen the movie Kung Pao and or the Fist.
I
It's my
have.
favorite movie. Throw a net on him.
This is bad.
Tiny.
Deadly Dill Gaming in chat says he makes boats made of seashells by the seashore.
He can make stone crocs.
Ooh. That's
Croc charms.
I like it.
Oh god.
I like it.
Well, how about I just put jewelry then for the puka shell necklaces and the croc charm?
I like it. Stone
Croc
Crocs.
charms.
That's right.
Makes the little charms.
I love it. That's right. You have to make little nets, tiny nets, and croc charms. And puka shell necklaces. Okay.
It'd be great if
Fantastic.
there was like a requirement. You have to make at least one of those each day.
I have never wanted to kill one of Jake's characters so bad. I want to murder his current character so he can play this one.
Suddenly Jake gets targeted by every enemy from now on. Weird.
Oh god.
Okay. What kind of weapons should I use?
Oh,
The
a dagger? That I feel like that would be too normal.
spurred crocs.
So that's along the lines of what I was thinking. So he's a master of mass. He is a disguise expert, and he is a roguish, bardic-like individual. I was thinking a dagger made of seashells by the seashore. Oh my god, deadly! I was thinking a poisoned punch knife. It's not a whole lot of damage, but if he buys poisons and coats it, which is a skill, then he can punch things and poison them, and it kind of sticks to the whole theme a little.
Overt, like the ring pops, but instead of candy, it's poison.
Yeah, I like it.
Then you're dead.
Okay.
It's even better.
Is that what we're going with then?
Either that or a poison blow dart or something like that. Yeah.
I kind of like the blow dart.
Okay,
I mean, I can have multiple weapons.
that's true.
The
That's
punching dagger for close range and the blow dart for range. Yeah.
I like it. That's right. You're now a poison expert.
And also like a Poseidon, kind of like a scepter
Ooh, like a trident.
Trident.
that he found
Oh,
Okay.
in the ocean.
I like it. Cool. So-
Yeah.
okay, perfect. So we got punch, dagger, blow dart, trident. Yes. I love it. I love it. Oh, I know how much money you start with. It should be fucking what is the damn it? There's a wood. It's one of the special items, special materials that you can make stuff out of. There is a wood that is specifically for like aquatic creatures and stuff. It gives you bonuses when you're fighting in the water. The trident should be made out of that. I can look it up later. I have the book.
Yeah. I'll put special water wood.
Yeah. I knew that's what I'd go with.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right, what's next, Jake?
I mean, armor's hard to do without actually knowing dex score.
Right.
Uh,
But we should say no metal.
Yeah.
No metal armor.
okay, gotcha.
You can't
Go
swim.
Druid wolves for
Yeah, you can't
armor.
swim
Makes
well
sense.
in metal, man. You're not Aquaman.
Or it's not special aqua metal.
Aqua metal. Very fluid.
I was about to make an Aquametal music joke, so.
I will leave it up to you guys if you want to do feats. That's fairly niche.
I'm always hooked on the lucky feet, but
Okay.
We should make him
That's
take
just
it.
me.
Yeah. If you want me to take it, I'll take it. If there's any feats you guys want to throw out, I'll take them.
How about only feats that are in relation to luck?
Well, there's not a
Okay.
lot.
There's a decent amount.
Oh, I guess there's that whole book of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we could just make him
Mhm.
take only luck-based skills or
I
luck-based
can take
feats.
luck-based feats. We can do this.
God,
Oh, I love it.
that's me.
That's great.
At the very least, we're definitely doing the lucky.
I love it. I love just being able to just stand there, roll a die, and then be like, just step aside from everything. Like nothing can touch me.
As long as you roll well, which Jake
I always
is
do.
Uh-huh.
notoriously bad at.
I need the luck feat in real life.
Yeah, he does.
Too.
Okay, well that just leaves one last very important thing. What is this character's name?
Ooh. This is the part I'm bad at.
Oh, this is the worst part I come up with a character every time.
Hmm.
This is the one part I'm glad I have no input on.
This is an aquatic dwarf, master of masks.
Very hot,
Let's see.
very lucky.
Hmm.
You're gender fluid.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't. Names are always the worst part for me.
Uh-huh.
I'm good at coming up with like funny things, but like right now my brain is just thinking Shrek, and it's I don't think that's where we're wanting to go. My mind got stuck on swamp.
That's funny.
Mm.
They're in a swamp right now in the campaign, so
It's true.
oh, that's great.
Get out of my swamp!
What are you doing in my swamp?
Donkey.
Dog.
Uh. Huh.
Ooh.
Hmm?
LP Stingray.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And now, Jake, I'm gonna task you. I don't think we have to do it, but this is what I want you to do. You have to come up with something that the LP stands for.
Okay.
So you have to have like the initials LP, and then your last name be Stingray.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Okay, well, I think that's everything we need to, essentially make this character playable. Is there any other, like, quirks or backstory details or any other, just stuff you would like to tack on to this thing?
0.5 backgrounds.
Yes. I love it. Oh. What? Oh. Look, there is some stuff in 3.5 that's a little cringe, just saying.
Yep.
There's whole books that I don't use anymore. Anyways,
Oh, there's so many.
there are so many.
Evangelist.
Oh, that'd be funny. Make him like super religious on top of all.
Oh, yeah,
that.
we didn't do a deity either.
We did
You guys
not do a
wanted to add that,
deity.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't remember the name of the water god. I have to look it up. Like the weird one, not the normal one. Hang on. Let me. I know who I'm talking about. Let me Google it real fast.
That's Namor.
No, but that's funny. Namor should be a D&D aquatic god. Okay. Which one was I?
I'm thinking of.
I mean, he has an aquatic guy who's mostly known for being an asshole and having the best abs in the Marvel Universe, so...
True. No, it's okay. It's the one of the Forgotten Realms ones. There's one that's name I literally can't pronounce, so I don't want to use that one. But it's literally it's like
A seaman.
there you go.
There you go. You might
sure
not have
don't
been
hang out
born
in our
on the
stream?
sea. But he's lived almost his entire life on it.
There's one of the gods that is Bilba Dual Pulp. Or how the fuck you say that? But Umber Lee is the one that I was thinking of. It's she's it doesn't really say the gender, but is there a like mermaid like goddess god thing that wields a water bending trident and that can make themselves giant and like drag ships to the underworld and all that shit. So
Okay. How'd you spell that?
Umberlee, it's Umberlee. Also known as the Sea Bitch, Storm Goddess of the Seas, and the Sea Queen.
Okay.
Oh look. Why do we still get these stupid bots? Ban, goodbye.
All right. Well, unless you guys have anything else that you want to add, I think we're done. I think we've got ourselves a character.
I default to Girl Thulu to see if she wants to add anything.
A sea urchin fetish.
Okay.
Noted.
I'm kidding.
Oh. I was say he would do it.
I think it's good. I like it.
That's fun.
Okay.
All right.
I look forward to trying this character after I inevitably die.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a dragon eats you. You never know. Okay. So the last section here before we go, I have to throw this disclaimer out every time. We don't script or plan or control anything that Kyle does. In Kyle's Chaos Corner, he doesn't run it past Jake and I, which is the only bit of content that is the case. So for legal reasons, the views and opinions discussed and expressed in Kyle's Chaos Corner do not reflect the views and opinions of Let's Play Death Ray. And with that, Kyle,
I'm concerned.
you should be.
Okay.
Sometimes it's mundane. Sometimes it's
No, you should be concerned.
Yeah.
I know what he has planned. You should be concerned.
oh god.
I have no
It's
shame.
something.
All right, Kyle.
So this edition of Kyle's Chaos Corner is called Fuckable or Dumpable.
Oh god.
Wait, what's the second word?
Huh?
What's the
It's-
second word?
Dumpable.
Dumpable. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I picked 9 anime villains.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say content
Yeah.
creators for a second. I was like, oh shit.
What was the original idea, Kyle?
So the original
Because
idea.
it was worse.
Oh yeah, it was. I was gonna pick 10 unknown dictators for you to either fuckable or dumpable, and I went with anime villains.
I have low
instead.
standards, so
Kyle. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay,
Kim
well,
Jong Yum. Okay.
No. Okay, Kyle. Oh, I love it. This has been so good.
well, I guess this is probably going to end up with a list of just fuckable people. Okay.
I mean,
All right. Aizen from Bleach.
oh,
Hmm. Let's see. We get a.
Yep, I have no problem. I have.
Oh, fuckable for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, huh. Yeah.
All right.
yeah, no. I was gonna say, despite what Aizen can get it.
Next one, Crocodile from One Piece.
Okay, I am on episode 7. So. Do I get alcohol?
My wife has the same thing.
I can't wait for my fiance to watch this. I been worse.
Damn.
I've been bored.
So fuckable. Yeah. Okay.
There's hope out there for. Wait.
I don't know what he's like.
You find out.
There's enough whiskey somewhere.
I don't think there is.
Hey, I'm
All
from
right,
Kentucky. We got all
I
the
was gonna
bourbon.
say, yeah. All my favorite bourbon too. Well, they're in Ireland.
Muzan from Demon Slayer.
Ooh, that's another one I have not seen.
Yeah, I don't know that
That's
one.
on my list.
How do you spell it?
Muzan.
Okay, so I did spell it right.
I would probably say dumpable. He looks too much like a child.
That's good. That's good.
That's reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just see Michael
Oh.
Jackson every time. I'm looking at all these images, and
Definitely see that. It's
Yeah,
definitely a
yeah.
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 Yeah, that's giving me Michael Jackson sleepover vibes. All right.
Okay. Next one. Zeke Yorgo from Attack on Titan.
I don't even remember that character. That's another anime I've actually watched.
Dude's ripped.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck
Yeah, oh, fuck them. All right.
yeah. Why not?
All right. King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, well, he's got an eye patch.
He's going
And
Wait for it.
unfuckable.
All right.
I got an eye patch. It's not even a question.
He's got an eye
This one
patch.
might-
He's a king. He can get it.
I had a
He's not a king.
not with the
Yeah,
high.
that's
This
the
is
name,
all
David. I know.
uphill from here.
he's Fuhrer.
That's the
Yeah.
joke, Jake.
All right. Griffith from Berserk.
I don't know that one.
I like that
I'm
one.
pretty sure this one's fuckable.
Oh yeah, that one's 100% affordable. God. Boy's
I'm
too
pretty
pretty.
sure. I'm pretty sure what you're looking at is earlier pictures of him,
Oh,
and
yeah.
not the later ones.
I don't know.
I'm looking at both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's, that's exactly my type of anime villain.
Bad.
The Alucard vet vibes from Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
Where it's at.
Next one. Chrono from Busu Reckon.
Ooh, I don't know this one.
Buso Reckon, spelled Busorenkin.
Google is having problems with this one for me.
Right?
Probably dumpable.
All right.
I don't know.
That's not so-
Okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind when I see that is God, what was it? Zabu from the Guild. Towards the end of the series when he's in a butterfly costume.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't get that out of my head, so that's definitely dumpable.
I thought so.
Okay, yeah.
He's very much the same in that anime.
I get
All right.
that vibe.
Okay.
Light from Death Note.
Oh,
Oh.
100% fuckable. He can kill
Yeah.
me. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, light can get it.
right,
I-
yeah.
I know, Jake.
Yeah.
You want L? That's fine. You can have L.
I'll take both
Fair.
at the same time. Like,
Ooh.
pretty much everybody from Death Note. Like the mom, the dad, not the kid, but
Yeah,
like,
right? Yeah.
L,
L.
pretty much everybody on the task force. There's not a, like, oh man, Misa would
Mm.
probably been my number one pick.
Mises.
And then
Mises
L and
pretty
then
good.
Light, but like, All of them.
Alright.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Well, it like just has like
Fuckable.
too much that like young Republican vibe going for me.
Yeah, which is like
Yeah.
why I would be okay with him killing me afterwards, because there's no commitment. So
Jesus.
I'm good with the one time. It's
Oh.
good.
it's literally one and done.
Ultimate one night stand.
Yes.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Babylon from Tenchimayo War on Gamora.
Oh, another one I haven't seen. How do I spell that one?
Babbalun.
Okay, I was thinking Babylon.
Right?
Babylon.
Fuckable.
All right.
Why not?
Yeah. After listening to you for this podcast, I kind of figured that's what the list was gonna be.
Well, all right.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, there's that. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been
Thank you.
absolutely amazing and so much fun. I have not laughed like that in a while, so thank you so
Had a
much.
blast.
Do you want to go ahead and plug your stuff again real quick before we end?
Sure. I mean, you got my name right. Oh, you spelled it right too. Thank you.
I did.
Everyone always forgets the H.
Uh,
Do they not know H.P. Lovecraft? But anyway. Everyone always spells it U-L-U. I'm like,
Yep.
that's not how it's spelled.
I am
yeah.
part of everyone normally.
Oh my. Yeah, that the username above, _, on every platform. Like I said, I'm on the TikTok. I've got 3 accounts on TikTok, so that's fun. Twitch,
Are you on
stream Monday through
MySpace?
Thursday. I'm not anymore.
Oh,
I'm-
not no more. Okay.
I miss it. I was in high
Oh.
school. That's when it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
That top 8, man.
Right. That was the biggest anxiety. Your top 8.
Oh god.
I didn't even have 8 friends. I don't know what it expected me to put there. I made accounts for my cat, my dog, and they were in my top 8.
I was lame enough that like my youth pastor at the time was in my top 8, so
Aw.
yeah, it's a whole thing. My youth pastor was not as cool as Deadly Dill, just saying, if he's still lurking around here. But anyways, thank you so much for coming on. I've had a blast.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us live and for watching this afterwards on the YouTube. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support. You have a wonderful night. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching the video, everybody. We really appreciate all the love and support we've been getting lately. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell icon so you don't miss any of our future episodes. And if there's anyone you want to see us talk to and bring on the show, please leave a comment. Or if there's any part of the show that you enjoyed, leave a comment. Let us know. Let us know how we're doing. We want to hear it, good, bad, or indifferent. And remember, we'll see you next time.